Women are incredible at any kind of signal a man is giving off in terms of weakness or strength. And I'm talking more about behavior, not so much what you look like or your muscles, okay? Women, they have to look for this, they have to filter for this, because this is exactly what makes them attracted to you, your behavior. Just like men are a little bit more visual creatures, so you know exactly right away what is going to be attractive to you and what's not. But in terms of behavior, a woman can't see that right away. It's something she has to experience right in front of you. And so she's really amazing at being able to call out whether or not you are that guy who has the behaviors that she can be attracted to. So what I want to do in this video is I want to talk about the 5 most brutal behaviors that a lot of guys will end up giving off in terms of showing that they are weak. The first one is this: bad eye contact. If you're not giving good eye contact, that means that you are nervous, okay? Even if you're not nervous and you're not doing it, it still signals that you are nervous. If you're looking down a lot or not looking at the person you're talking to, she's going to feel that you are scared, that you're in fear, and that you're not courageous, and of course, not confident, okay? So that's one of the biggest signals. The second one is not going for the kiss, okay? So this is a huge one. A lot of women will put men in the friend zone almost specifically because the guy doesn't make a move. Okay, so that means that they're already attracted, they're interested, and they're waiting for the guy to make a move, and then he just flat out doesn't. So if you're not making a move, if you're not going for the kiss, she's gonna put you in the friend zone because you're acting like a friend, okay? So we don't wanna do that. The third one is being very responsive over text, almost as if you have nothing else better to do. There's nothing more unattractive about a guy who is just always there every single second, okay? And who is always responsive every single second, and a guy who's always available every single second. You have to really understand that if you're not busy, if you're not doing other things in your life, hobbies, other friends, your career, your passions, whatever they may be, and your whole life just revolves around her, she's not gonna like that. Even though a woman might say that, like she actually might say that, like she wants that, she wants to be the center of his attention, but really that makes her unattracted. She thinks she wants that, but she doesn't really want that, because that signals that the guy has nothing else going on in his life and that he's too needy. And needy is one of the most unattractive traits. The next one is buying gifts, okay? I'm not talking about like a birthday gift or a holiday gift. I'm talking about just trying to buy a woman's love, okay? This is mostly if you're not in a relationship. A lot of guys will buy flowers and they'll buy a girl stuff or get her fancy clothes or whatever. They'll just buy their way into thinking, well, if I buy stuff for her, she'll like me because that's a nice thing. Plus it will make her give me more attention because he feels that she'll owe him that attention. And hey, maybe she ends up doing that, but that doesn't mean she's gonna be attracted to you. This is very obvious that you are doing this to get her attention, okay? And all of this neediness and trying to get her attention is basically saying that there's nothing going on in your life at all, and then that you have low self-esteem, have anything else going for you, and that's not someone who she wants to be with, okay? She wants to be with someone who has things going on and isn't ultimately needed only by her, okay? So that's the fourth one. The fifth one, and I get this question a lot, I've gotten this from clients before, is asking about other guys. This happens quite a bit. If you're asking anything about, you know, who they're hanging out with or who their friends are, or who's that guy, or showing any kind of insecurity around this idea and showing a lot of jealousy, again, this is a weakness. She's not going to like that. She doesn't want to be asked about guys and who she's hanging out with and what she's doing. This is the absolute last thing that she wants, because this is a direct signal that you are a very jealous, low self-esteem dude. And what does she want? She wants a confident guy, a guy who's certain of himself, a guy who has other things going on, a guy who has other things to worry about, okay? Kind of back to that idea of being busy. That way it allows her to chase you more, and it gets her more interested in you because she always wants to know, what's he doing? Why is he not asking me about this or this or this? and it makes her want you even more. It's pretty crazy. I have more of these, and a whole bunch of these really, in my program called Hooked, which you can check out at getherhooked.com. I'll put a link down below. It teaches you all these little things that are gonna make you a more powerful, confident guy in order to be able to attract women. All my techniques are jam-packed into this program. Again, check it out, getherhooked.com. And let's be honest, just be vulnerable for a second. What is one of these things that you've done recently and that you know a woman has seen and she's been turned off by? Name one of these 5, write it down in the comments down below. Let's hear from you, and I'll see you on the next video.